Well, hey there everybody, how is it going? My name is Robert. Welcome back to Guitar Control. Hope you got your Pentatonic hands on. Oh, that's right, it's a special kind of hand that you need. But we are talking about navigating the pentatonic scale. Now we're going to jump on into this one, we're working on A minor. If you want the tabs for this lesson, snag those down below. We got that link right there for you. And other than that, let's just get going. Okay, so example number one is probably the most difficult. So we're actually kind of working backwards on this one. We're going to start with the most difficult one and then expand in different ways. So a common thing that happens when we're learning the pentatonic scale is we get stuck playing in boxes. And that's very easy to do considering the scale is based around boxes. So for example, we have box 1 of A minor, which goes like this. So 5 to 8 on the low E, 5 to 7 on the A, 5 to 7 on the D, 5 to 7 on the G, 5 8 on the B and high E. Now, what I want to avoid doing is playing exactly that. We're going to still play all the same notes, but instead of playing it in that very vertical approach, we're going to kind of spread these notes out in a much more diagonal way. So we're going to be going like this. 5 to 8 on the low E, 5 to 7 on the A. Now we're shifting up to box 2, which is going to go 7 to 10 on the A and D. Shifting up to box 3, you're going to go 10, 12 on the D, but 9, 12 on the G. Shifting up again to box number 4, you're going to go 12, 14 on the G, 12, 15 on the B. Shifting up again, we're going to be in box 5 now, which is going to be 15, 17 on the B and high E. Now, why this one is so convenient is because we've taken little chunks out of each of our pentatonic boxes. We're not just playing one box all the way through. We'll go from box 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 5, and we could keep going if you wanted to. Keep run out of frets. And this is a great way of navigating through. We're just taking little chunks from each one versus, you know, kind of like sinking ourselves in one position. That's really how you get stuck playing in a box. There's plenty of cool licks in those boxes. But you're in pretty much one location. So if I was to play, you know, like, you know, if I'm sliding through the boxes, to me it sounds a little bit more interesting. So I'll play that one together all in one piece for you. So it goes like this. And that would be the first example. Now, of course, one thing you really want to try to do is also descend that one. Oh, sorry. As well. Just get where you can do one comfortably, just ascend through it. And then, once you start descending, it feels very different. But work things up to what I call is your natural speed. So get to where you're at a certain tempo, and you're just kind of maxed out. Then once you get to that point and you can play it cleanly with no mistakes, then you incorporate a metronome, and that's how you kind of build speed with it. Alright, so next on the chopping block. Now we were moving this way, and this is when I find a lot of people don't seem to practice it this way. And I think it's very useful, is doing diagonal practice, but this way. So we're going to be going like this. So what exactly is happening here? Now, my big goal here with this one is we're changing our perception of the scale and the ways that we can play it. Because usually we're ascending this way, or diagonally. Now we're doing all the same things, but diagonally this way. So I'm starting in box 5, which is 3 to 5 on the high E string. I shift up to box 1 on the B, I go 5 to 8. Shifting up to box 3 on the G, it was a 7 to 9. Going up to box 3 out of the D string, which is going to be 10 to 12. Box 4 on the A string is 12, 15. And then 15, 17 on the low E. Okay, so... And then, of course, descend it. Oh, maybe let's see if I can descend it. And that one's pretty difficult. If you're not familiar with playing the notes this way, it'll be like a total tongue twister. Even though you can play your pentatonics, this one is a total tongue twister when you apply it this way across the fingerboard. And just sit there, like I said, go slow with it, build it up, but practice that one, and then maybe try moving into different boxes or something like that. There's a lot you can do with it. And the final one I wanted to do is a simple single string idea, and we're going to be walking up like this. So what is happening? Well, we're going like this. I'm starting again, box 5. I'm walking from box 5 in our lower octave all the way up to box 5 in our higher octave. So I go 3 to 5 on the high E. Then I go to box 1, which is 5 to 8. Then I go to box 2, which is 8 to 10. Then I go to box 3, which is 10 to 12. Then I go to box 4, which is 12, 15. Then back to box 5, 15, 17. Okay? Now, the reason it sounds cool is you have a lot of double notes in there. So you have this da-da-da-da-da, and it's a real nice building sound. Now, when you're decent... I'm sorry. You get the same effect. You just want to go slow, and I'm alternate picking all this stuff. I forgot to mention that. And there is that one for you as well. All right, that is it for us here today. Hope you dug that lesson. Like I said, navigating the pentatonic scale in a lot of different directions is a huge key thing to not get stuck playing those boxes. You know, as a teacher, I've come across a lot of people who know the pentatonic scale, but they're more familiar with just playing it like this, then maybe moving up here. And they kind of like play the whole scale, then they move up here to this one. And that's how your improvising your solos can really sound like a scale and sound boxed in. And what we want is we want to be linking through them. Stuff like that. So lots and lots of options there for you. So like I say, get the tabs, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all later.